want to thank you, Robert, and you, Diane, for inviting us into your home and allowing us to capture the essence of this beautiful home. What captivated, obviously this was a joint decision, what captivated you to this particular home?
Yeah, I think Dan has an incredible sense of style and always has. And I think for me, I don't so much have a sense of style as I love.
Yes, he does.
I love.
My God!
Well, I love beautiful things, and I don't know if I love.
Clearly.
I don't know if I love beautiful things because I couldn't have any when I was younger. So I have this huge chip on my shoulder. So now I just want the best. And it doesn't have to be the most expensive, but I love design and I love functionality. I had never seen a house like this. I mean, I didn't know anybody that lived in a house like this. We didn't have any friends that would invite us to a house like this. I mean, the only way I would have
Do you have friends who'd invite you to houses like this now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, lots of friends. But you know, the only way we would have got into a house like this before was if we were the wait staff. I mean, we just didn't live like this, and so when I saw it, it was unbelievable.
What did you see before? What did you see before this house? Did you see anything else, or was this
did. We were originally going to build. I was going to build a house like this, and I had never.
We didn't know if we'd survive that. Though.
Right, and I couldn't fathom it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not that patient. I couldn't do it from design, and so we came in the area, and the Bridle Path's a beautiful area.
It is.
And I had never, you know, we said to the architect, "Where can I see homes like this?" And Diane said, "Well, the only place that has homes this big is the Bridle Path." And I said, "Where's that?" I didn't even know where it was.
It's quite nestled in.
It's great. There's about, I think, 50 homes in this area, maybe 40, 50, and it's 3 streets, and it's incredible.
Yes. Yeah, it's like its own oasis. It's like its own.
It's very unique because in North America, it's the only area that has 2-acre plus lots.
Amazing.
In the middle of the city.
Amazing.
So it's kind of like a Greenwich, Connecticut, but in the city.
I mean, just the value of the land. I mean, today we know. I mean, it's just the value of that land.
Oh, it takes me hours to cut the lawn on the weekends.
You cut the lawn?
Absolutely. I'm out there. I'm not. No. The one thing you learn about being in a home like this is, and wealth and everything is, you only have 24 hours in a day.
Right.
So you can't do everything. And I think we had a hard time. Not that we ever thought we cut our own grass, but I think that was a real learning experience because we were very self-sufficient.
So you got the house, and what have you changed it a lot? Have you since?
Oh, there's a lot of maintenance.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Design-wise, structure-wise.
We started renovating probably because the kids are now older, so the kitchen is almost finished being renovated. There's bathrooms that have gone from bathrooms to closets. So we have started, but at the very beginning, no, we didn't do much of anything. I had a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
Wow.
And then he went and he worked in California, came home on weekends. So I was just surviving from a mechanical point of this. Because there's 4 furnaces, there's the pool furnace.
Oh my God.
So it was a lot of maintenance. And so now's our time to.
Well, I think we changed the design right away in terms of the living space.
Right. Well, what was the original design?
The person who built the house, who never lived in it, designed it for a very small family, but with a lot of staff. So we have a number of apartments in the house. And when I say apartments, I mean living room, dining room, kitchen, the whole 9 yards.
You have 5 kitchens in this house, 4 or 5, right?
Yeah, and we have a number of apartments for staff because he had a lot, but we don't live like that, so we didn't have any staff. So the first thing Diane did was designed it so that the family can all be together in an area. From a design perspective, you're right. We have friends like, I love modern, and you know, we have the same, we're very similar that way. We have the same taste in most things, except cars. Yeah, Dan could care less.
So how many cars do you have? 1? And he has 96 or something?
Probably.
Yeah, not enough. That's what I always say.
What's the obsession with
That's
cars?
the big thing we did. Was we redesigned.
His garage, well, he put more.
We did an interview one time for the Toronto Star, and it ended up getting like 150,000 hits on YouTube. And I watched it and I said, "Oh my God, this is so embarrassing." So the story was, look at what a down-to-earth guy this is. Look at all these beautiful cars, and his garage is a mess. And I watched it on YouTube, and I said, "Oh my God, the garage is a mess." And so we redesigned it.
Was the garage really a mess?
It was a mess.
Well, with the kids' toys, like anybody, you throw everything in, beer bottles, toys.
We have a lot of space. So there really is no excuse for
Having a mess.
or cluttering. And so when I looked at the garage, I said, there really is no excuse. I mean, it's a massive garage. I can design it better. And so we did. When we first came to Canada, it's a true story. My dad and I are walking down the street and we see a car go by. And I say to my dad, what's that? And he says, that Cadillac. And I go, what's that? And he goes, you no worry about that. Only rich people drive Cadillac.
Aww.
And so I think it was always, at first it started with something I couldn't afford. And so, you know, just like anybody, I really wanted it because I couldn't have it.
Hey,
so I would buy over
here.
time, I'd buy nice cars, I'd buy a Ferrari. And I'd bring my dad over and I'd say,
It stuck out in his head.
I said, what do you think? And he said, oh, Ferrari, nice, but not Cadillac.
Yeah, 'cause in his mind it was the Cadillac.
Because that to him
I
was,
get
the,
that, I get that.
was the ultimate. And so when I sold the business, I shut down a dealership and took him over, and there was a big white Cadillac in the middle of the showroom. And I said, what do you think? And he goes, oh, it's beautiful. I said, do you want to sit in it? And he goes, oh, my pants are dirty, I don't want to sit in it. I go, no, it's okay. And he sat in it, and I said, what do you think? And he said, someday. And I said, today's the day.
Oh.
And I flipped the visor and I gave him the keys. And so when he passed away many years later,
He just passed away a few years ago,
a
right?
few years ago, and I ended up buying that car, redoing it, and today my son drives it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
and
beautiful.
so, you know, there's an element,
You go full circle.
it's just stuff, but it's stuff that means something
does mean
to
something.
me.
It brings back
It
memories.
means something. I get it. Like it's, and you know what? You elevate it. You elevate it because the deeds that you do. It's like money could be a beautiful thing, and when you can make somebody sort of fulfill a dream like you did for your dad, it's just there's nothing more beautiful.
The best thing about having money is the ability to take care of the people that you love
Yes.
and make their dreams come true. To a point, because I think
Your
sometimes
kids, your daughters probably have a lot of dreams.
oh, I think I sometimes overdo it. So I think there's a balance. But really, I've rarely met successful people who got successful because they wanted to make more money. I think everybody loves something. I think most people love their family, and most people have a dream for a big house or more cars or a vacation. They want to get somewhere.
Has everything that you've ever dreamed of come true? What do you aspire to now?
Oh, I think
What
that
wakes you up? What excites
I
you
think
now?
that would be so limiting that I think if you have a dream that's so easily attainable, you should probably change your dream. So I don't think I'll ever get to a point where, I mean, I have lots of dreams and aspirations and want to do great things, but I went back to work 10 years ago and we started a company with 3 guys and we did 400,000 in sales, and this year we'll do 150 million, and we're 175 people.
Wow.
So we're trying to build something.
Off you go again.
Off we go again. I love it, man. Because when the kids are gone,
You get off
I
the
know
roller coaster
exactly.
and you go right back on.
Yeah.
Well, he retired for 3 years, and
Yeah.
his
Had
golf
that
game was
fair.
phenomenal.
Oh,
But
And I got to spend time with the kids, which was
when they
great.
were small.
Yeah.
and then he went right back on the roller
Yeah.
coaster.
No, at that point you said you never retire
I will
again.
never retire again.
Did you love it?
Because you get old.
Well, not only that,
'Cause
you
you
love
get
what
old.
you do.
Right?
I think you have to be relevant to you. I think you have to be doing
To be
something.
excited.
Yeah, you have to
gotta
have
wake
a
up with
passion for what you
purpose.
do. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The reality is your kids are going to leave one day. As sad as it is, they're going to go and have their own lives, and you got to go right back.
That's right. Well, thank you so much for this insightful interview.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You guys are wonderful. I really
Thank
mean
you.
that. And delightful, just as delightful as I ever imagined. So thank you. And you, the Toronto home readers, Vancouver home readers, Montreal home readers are going to get a wonderful, wonderful feature of the Herjavec home. And stay tuned for the fall issue. Thank you.